Alright guys, welcome to Shirt and Nettie's 8 tips for getting good at defusing bombs and shit. This is tips for keep talking and nobody explodes. We're gonna just pop open a bomb here. We'll probably explode at some point and go over each of the puzzles that we think are somewhat difficult and give you tips for the best way to get through them quickly. So tip number 1 has to deal with the puzzle known as keypads, which is this one right here, where they will give you a block of 4 various pictures or symbols, and you have to read them to the bomb manual reader and have them get back to you with the order that you have to press them in. And the hardest part about this game is just being quick and descriptive about what you're seeing, because they can't see your screen, and have them understand what symbol you're talking about. So for instance, in this one, if I wanted to be quick and descriptive, I would see this puzzle and I would say, this is an A and E squished together, a pitchfork, a head on some shoulders, a backwards C with a line in the middle and 2 dots above it.
And it would be a backwards C, AE, pitchfork, and head with the shoulders.
So again, the tip for this one is just quickly and concisely describe what you're seeing.
The next one would be who's on first. This one, it's very important to know as the bomb expert that there are a lot of homonyms, and you have to make sure that you both are talking about the same word. That way you give him the same position that you need for that word to be able to solve the puzzle. So, a lot of times with like you are, there's you are the words and you are the letters. So I would say you are word or you are letter. That way I know what he's talking about. If he doesn't tell me that, I'll ask him, because you definitely want to make sure you're in the right position.
For instance, on this particular puzzle, the word on the LCD screen is no, but that could be no N-O or no K-N-O-W. So what you want to do is when you're the bomb diffuser, you want to read it and spell it if it's a word like that. So I would say no, N-O.
Bottom right.
Bottom right is yes.
And then same thing with this, when you're reading this list, you want to make sure that you're clear and concise, but give them enough time to look. So I would say okay. Right.
Okay. Next word, your, Y-O-U apostrophe R-E.
Middle right.
Press.
Right, middle, yes, ready, press.
Press. Next word, lead, L-E-D.
Middle left.
Your, U-R, as in the letters.
Okay, done.
Yep, it's done.
Okay.
Okay, the next tip is for the game called Memory, which is this one. And this one, it's important to develop a system with your bomb manual reader. The bomb diffuser should remember the position of the buttons that they're pressing, and the bomb manual reader should remember the value that is on those buttons. So in this puzzle, I would say there's a 3 on the screen.
Okay, and then I just write down these in little columns. So press the button in the 3rd position.
That's a 1.
So I wrote a 3 with a 1 right under it.
And I'm remembering that that was the 3rd position. Now we got a 2.
Press the button with in the same position as stage 1.
That's a 2. 4.
Press the button labeled 4.
That's 4. This has been easy for me so far. 1.
Same position as stage 1.
That's a 3. 4.
Same label as stage 3, so that's a 4. Press the 4.
All of those were actually right here. Okay.
For the next one, for Morse code, for me as the expert, you have to make sure that the bomb diffuser knows where the word starts. And then if he knows where the word starts and can give you for sure that first letter, you only need a maximum of 3 letters from him to be able to solve the bomb. So a couple of them, like the V and the F, if you know that's the first letter, there's only 1 word for each that starts with that. So if you can get that right out of the gate and you know that, then you're smooth sailing, and this is a quick solve.
And as the diffuser, you're looking for the long pause here. Right here is the long pause. That's where the word starts. It's dash, dot, dot, dot.
Okay.
Dot, dash, dot. Just a dot by itself.
Okay, so I'm writing those down and referencing. The first one is a B. The second one is R, and then E. So I have BRE, and that would be break. That's the only one that could fit that. So, and I did need the third letter for that one because there's also brick. So it's 3.572.
Yep. All right, we got a minute 5 left on this bomb. Let's knock out complicated wires. The big tip that I can give you for complicated wires is that these white and red and white and blue striped wires aren't important at all. The striping isn't important at all. This is a red wire for all intents and purposes. It's in this case I would say red with a light.
And then I would ask if the bomb has 2 or more batteries.
And it does.
So cut it.
And the next one is blue with a light and a star. The white doesn't matter.
Does it have a parallel port?
It doesn't.
Leave it.
I got white.
Cut it.
Red with the star.
Cut it.
So we're going to run out of time here. So I'm going to just get a new bomb.
The next tip is for wire sequences. We became really good and efficient at this one and don't really ever worry about it. For me, I learned it's irrelevant what number wire he's on. I don't even need to hear that. It just kind of adds to the confusion. So all I need is the color and the letter that it points to. And then when he's telling me these, I'm writing it down. If he says black B, then I make just one little mark in a column to the right that one is the first occurrence. The next time he tells me a black to a letter, then I make a little slash under that so that I know it's the second occurrence. And I can keep a quick reference of that just by making little dashes, and you can solve this really quickly.
Yeah, essentially the numbers are only important for the bomb diffuser, and that is just to know what order to go in. So for instance, on this game, I would say black C.
Cut it.
Blue A.
Leave it.
Black B.
Leave it.
Black B.
Cut it.
Red A.
Leave it.
Black A, I'm sorry.
Cut it.
Blue A.
Cut it.
Red A.
Leave it.
Black B.
Cut it.
All right.
And that really didn't take up that much time at all.
All right, tip number 7 has to do with the maze puzzle. This is actually a really easy puzzle if you got a few under your belt working with the same bomb manual reader. You can quickly get the coordinates of everything that's important out. The things that are important first, you got to get the green circles out because that tells your bomb manual reader which maze they're supposed to use. And then the second thing you need to tell them is the starting position and the finishing position. The starting position being the white dot, the finishing position being the red triangle. So if I see this puzzle, I'm seeing that the green circles are at column 5, row 3, and column 4, row 6. So I would do something like this. Maze puzzle, green circles are at 5, 3, 4, 6.
Okay, got it.
Start is at 3, 4. Finish is at 5, 4.
Okay, and for me, I just usually put my hands on this. That way I know where I'm going for sure. And that way I don't get confused. You said 3, 4, and 5, 4?
Yes.
Okay, so I give them clear, quick, concise instructions. So I would say right, down, left, left, down, right, 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 up, 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 left, down.
Okay.
The next tip would be then on the subject of passwords. When you have to go really quick through these, I learned it's usually only need the first 3 letters and then you can figure out what word it is. You don't need a lot of the letters like Q, Z, X, J. If you write those, if they're in the very first set of letters, don't just disregard them, don't even write them because they're just filler to kind of confuse you a little bit. So if you get the first 3 letters, you usually can narrow it down between at least 2 words, and then you can your bomb expert can tell you, well, the letter isn't there, so you know to switch and try the other word.
So if we were running this password puzzle, I would go down through the first 3 columns of letters as quickly as I could, and it would be something like this: T R X H A U E H L R Z Q O E W K D C.
And I just write those down in column form, and then I can quickly eliminate some of the options as well. It could be these or there.
It was these.
Okay.
So there you have it. That's our top 8 tips for how to become ballers at the bomb game. Keep talking and nobody explodes. If you have questions, feel free to put a comment down in the comment field. We'll try to get back to you. If you can think of a puzzle game we missed or something you have a question about, we'll write you back in the comments. So hope this helped. Hope you become bomb experts and have fun playing this game, and good luck.
And the hats help too.